Perfect. There we go. Here's our little lesson. We have Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego as the context, but we're mostly going to do that inner journey, and then hopefully that leads you to God, and then we reach a new plane. We have McKay, Morgan, and Babu Freak as our class members. Okay, I'm going to ask you guys a question to start our 7 or 8 minute journey. What do you guys want out of life? It doesn't have to have like spiritual context. It can be, it can have spiritual context, but it could just be whatever you want. For instance, I'll answer, I want adventures in life. I want to climb mountains. I want to go to different countries. You know, that's kind of like things that resonate with me, you know, and I like teaching people as well. Anyway, so it's just, have you guys thought about that a little bit? You have a thought?
I think I've thought about it, and I think when I think what I want out of life is just to be happy and to help other people, make them happy, just ultimate happy and purpose.
Making someone else happy,
yeah.
Or yourself happy, both good things.
I think for me, I definitely want happiness. I think everyone wants to have happiness, but for me, I think I want to, you know, do something significant in my life and like be successful and to like accomplish a lot of things, like personally and in my family, and I also want to be like remembered. Like, so if I'm like gone from this.
No, I think that's a big one. Wanting to be remembered. No, that's great. The story of the Iliad, when Achilles becomes a part of that story, was literally just to be remembered. So that's a good one. I'm totally on board with that. Okay, now take an extra minute or two, or I guess seconds or two. What do you think God wants out of your life? Now I know you guys have probably some primary answers, but just take a few seconds to really think, like, what do you think God wants out of your life?
I think for me, I think what I want in my life is a lot different from what God would want in my life.
It's not surprising.
Because I have no idea what exactly He would want me to do in my life, because He has everyone do different things and everyone kind of has their own path. But I think ultimately He probably would want us to leave the world better than when we came into it, and to like serve others and to help people and to become like His beloved Son, Jesus Christ, and to I don't know, just be selfless and not think of ourselves.
And God probably wants us to help as many people as possible make it.
I think I was thinking something along similar lines. Like I just think about like the plan of salvation and how His plan is for us to become like Him through this life and eventually find everlasting joy and happiness and peace through Him and His Son, and like McKay said, like service and things like that. Just living our best life so that we can become more like Him, I think.
Okay. Awesome. We're going to switch gears just a tad with this. If it so be, the Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, if it so be, and also but if not principle. I kind of call it faith and logic. Faith and logic almost always cross paths. Like, for instance, Peter is on, like they've toiled all day, and then a carpenter, Christ, he comes up. He's like, hey, why don't you let the nets off of the left side? And he's like, Christ, what do you know? Like, you're a carpenter. Like, let us do fishing. But he's like, but then Peter, he has the wisdom to go, nevertheless, at thy word, I will. It's very similar to this story in that context where, nevertheless, or but if not, I'm still not going to worship the idol, even if I'm going to get burned. Moses, same thing. Like, the people of Israel being led towards the Red Sea, and it would make more sense to go north, northeast, but they go south, southeast.
Cool. Second video.